Hello and welcome to Magic of Life with me, Bhupinder Sandhu. Today I'm going to talk about stress relievers. Why I'm going to talk about stress relievers today is because stress has taken a major toll on our lives. We don't realize that it is in our life. But according to the recent survey from Mental Health Organization UK, it states 76% of adults in UK experience some sort of stress in last 1 year. Out of that 76, 83% were women and 60 something were men. And out of these 76% adults who experienced stress, 36% of them had suicidal thoughts because of some stress related problems in their life. And more surprisingly, 16% of the adults did self harm because of some stress related issues in their life or problems or something that was stressed in their life. They self harmed. Imagine 16% of people did self harm to themselves because of stress. And compared to the world, UK is a small country and we are one of the most developed countries in the world. Imagine what is happening around the world. In the underdeveloped countries, third world countries, which we call them, what would be the state of life or stress in those countries? So that's why it's important to address the topic of stress. We run away. We don't want to discuss stress or mental health issues because we are scared. We don't want to admit. But 8 out of 10, nearly 8 out of 10 people in this country are suffering from stress or have suffered from stress at some point in their life. In last 1 year, 76%. Stress is not good for your health. That's one basic thing we need to understand. Stress is not good for your health, not for your body, not for your mind. It brings with itself so many illnesses and it affects your relationship. It affects your work. We don't even know that it does affect. Why are relationship breaking at such a fast rate in this 21st century? Have you ever noticed? Have you ever thought about it? Why relationships are failing? If we look back, relationship lasted so long. People were happy. But today, we are the most comfortable generation to live on the face of this earth. We have got every comfort, physical comfort I'm talking about. But are we the happiest generation to live on this planet? That's my question. I doubt it. If we were the happiest generation to live on this planet, then the stress, anxiety, depression, burnout wouldn't have that much rate. People must wouldn't be suffering from this. The medicine industry related to these problems, stress, anxiety, depression, burnout, is a multi-billion pound industry now, and it is increasing exponentially. So I think when we are dealing with COVID as a pandemic, we need to also start talking about stress as a pandemic because we will come through COVID. But stress, we are not even aware about it. We are not talking about it. COVID is all over the place, news channels, social media, everything. Every single government on the planet is there with all the ammunition to fight COVID. But are these governments trying anything to deal with stress? And one thing I want to tell you, medicine is not the solution for stress. The medicines in the market are addictive. They won't make you independent or what extent you have to rely on these medicines for stress relief throughout your life. The only cure for this is self care. We need to become aware that it is there in our body and we have to fight this stress at personal level, at social level, right? Thank you, Seem. Thank you. Thanks for watching. So we need to fight at it at every front. We need to start talking about it. It is within us. When I say 8 out of 10 people are facing or suffering or have experienced stress in last 1 year, so it has to be someone within our circle as well. If you say no, then I'm saying it is an ignorant approach towards such a big thing. Now let's come up talk about why we need stress relievers. We need a healthy body to live a healthy life. It's just like having a well maintained car with MOT on time, full service, fully cleaned, and then we can enjoy the journey on this type of car. But if we are doing traveling on a unmaintained car, which we are not sure about, which in which we don't have the confidence that it will take us to the destination, would you enjoy the travel? Would you enjoy the journey? No. There will be a stress. There will be a thought in your mind that is he going to break on the way? Is he going to take me to the destination? Am I going to miss the wedding? I'm going to reach to the conference at time. You will be traveling with 1 million thoughts in your mind, and these stress will affect your body. By the time you reach your destination, you will be tired, you will be anxious, you will be stressed. You won't be able to enjoy the journey and you won't be able to enjoy the work you went for or you traveled for because you accumulated so much stress and anxiety on the way because of this unmaintained car. Similar thing happens with us as well. If we have a healthy body, we can enjoy the journey of life. Like I always say, I said yesterday as well, like I will repeat this. Our health, our body is the only vehicle to travel this journey of life. So it is our duty to maintain this vehicle. We need to look after our body. If we don't look after our body, what happens? We have an unhealthy body. And what happens when we have an unhealthy body? We are not able to do the things we love or we love to do. Or if we do, we are not doing it accordingly the way we want to do them. So what happens is it brings in more stress. We are not able to enjoy our life. So to get rid of stress from our body, what we need to do. I'm going to talk about three things here. There's several things that you can do, but I'm going to talk about three things. First is deep breathing. When I talk about deep breathing is the core, or I will say is it is the best weapon to get rid of stress out of your body, out of your life. People say yoga, Pilates, and so many other things. But my question is, if you are in a meeting and you're stressed, can you go and do yoga? Can you go out and do Pilates? No, you can't. But you can take a deep breath, right? It is there, it's instant. Nobody will notice. You are in a busy tube and you start feeling anxious. Take a deep breath. You don't have the flow to do Pilates. You can't do yoga, but you can take a deep breath. So I encourage you to add deep breathing to your arsenal to deal with stress. I think this is number one. And if you incorporate this into your daily life, I think you can win the battle with stress. And the easiest way to do this is there are hourly reminder apps that you can download on your iPhones or Android, whatever. And every hour, take one deep breath. If you can take two or if you can take five, that's the best thing you can do, or that is the best gift you can give it to yourself. So, deep breathing. So, through my experience of teaching mindfulness for over last 7 years, what I have noticed is when people come to me with stress, anxiety, or depression or burnout, I look at their breathing. First thing, people who are stressed out, they just breathe up into the chest only. They don't even breathe into their rib cage. Deep breathing is breathing into your belly, belly breathing or diaphragm breathing. It is the natural way. It is the way mammals should breathe. Look at any animal, or look at a dog in your house, or a cat in your house. Look at the way they breathe. Or look at a child when he's sleeping, how he breathes, how his stomach goes up and down. But as adults, we are just breathing into our chest. The 76% of the people that I mentioned are breathing into their chest. We as a society, as a global population, we need to learn the natural way of breathing. That's deep breathing, diaphragm breathing. Once we incorporate, I think we can win over stress. The second point as a stress reliever is exercise. What exercise do is it gives you a fit body. It uplifts your attitude. It gives you a positive attitude towards life. When you are fit, you are happy. Have you ever noticed? Fit people are comparatively more happier and have more positive attitude towards life than the unhealthy people. Their self-esteem is higher than the unhealthy people. What exercise do is it helps you take deep breathing, because when you are exercising, obviously you're pumping blood into every part of your body, and you it's getting, when you sweat, you're getting rid of the toxins from your body, and you're deep breathing as well at the same time. So at least 40 minutes of walking at least 4 times a week should be in your routine, because if you don't look after your health, then you can't live your life. Like I mentioned yesterday as well, the empty life and the whole life. When some unfortunate or unexpected circumstances happen in your life, if you have got a healthy body and a healthy mind, then you are more capable of dealing with these unexpected circumstances or events in your life. So, this is one of the things. Exercise, it increases your immunity as well. You're less prone to the diseases. It has got so many benefits. You know it. When we exercise, how does it feel? And then the third step in maintaining a healthy body is deep sleep. When we go into the deep sleep, we are relaxing our body and repairing our body. Have you ever noticed that you slept for 8 hours, 9 hours, but in the morning when you got up, you still felt tired, that you felt there was no energy in the body? Have you ever asked yourself a question, why does this happen to you? This is because you don't get deep sleep. The amount of deep sleep you need for your body and brain to relax and repair is not provided. Is You don't get that. So that's one of the reasons. So before you go to bed, to get deep sleep, what can you do? One thing is deep breathing, couple of deep breaths, or you can write a gratitude journal. It will take the stress out of your body. Or you can have a shower, normal room temperature shower, not a hot shower, just a normal room temperature shower, or even a cold shower. Or you can just, and the third most important thing is digital detox, no blue screen an hour before you go to bed, or at least 30 minutes. Do yourself a big favor of not looking at these devices. They are killing everything. They are just ruining your relationship. They're ruining your health. So, at least half an hour before you go to bed, don't look at them. Or if you can, don't take it to your bedrooms. If you want to use it as an alarm clock, just buy a normal old school alarm clock. So if you can, I would say just keep them away from yourself before you go to bed. So these are the few things that you can do to keep your body healthy. And then now the second part of the equation is your mind. Your mind is the navigator, he is the head, he is the decision maker. And if you don't have a healthy mind, you can't have a healthy life, or vice versa. Your body and your mind are both interconnected. You can't have a healthy mind without a healthy body, and you can't have a healthy body without a healthy mind. Your mind determines where your life would be. It will determine would you get up in the morning and go for a jog. It will determine that you will eat green salad or you will eat pasta or a pizza. Your mind has got so much power that is unbelievable. We don't even know. We are just living on the autopilot. Have you ever thought about food for your mind? Have you ever? You're just eating about, we're talking about what we should eat to keep our body healthy. But have we ever discussed, have you ever thought about what we should eat or what we should do to have a healthy mind? So, this brings to the topic, what are the de stresses for your mind? First thing is meditate. You need to meditate at least 10 to 15 minutes a day in the morning, or if you can do it more the better. I spoke about alone time yesterday. Start with alone time and then just transform it into meditation. Meditation has, when I talk about meditation, it has got nothing to do with any religious practice. Meditation is sitting with yourself, going inside, just closing your eyes and watching your thoughts. And when I talk about watching your thoughts, you're not attaching yourself with your thoughts. You just sit down, close your eyes, take a couple of few deep breaths to calm your nerves, to detach yourself from the surrounding, and then take your awareness inside you. And slowly, when you practice meditation, the gap between your thoughts, first you will start seeing your thought, what sort of thoughts appear in your mind. You will find out the pattern, and then you will start associating certain thoughts with certain things, and then you can have a control of over them. This is a wide topic I will discuss in another video, but meditation is nothing to do with religion. It is your personal thing. It is a journey inside. It has got nothing to do with anything. No matter you are atheist, you're religious, doesn't matter. Still, you need to go inside and see who you are. Second thing is, I mentioned go for a jog or go for a 40-minute walk. If you can go to a park, or if you got some country park nearby, at least once a week, or if there's a mountains nearby, at least once a week, go to the woods. Nature is the biggest healer for your mind. It increases your creativity. When you walk into the nature, you are naturally calming aura, and then you're deeping breathe or breathing deep. So once a week at least, go into the woods or some natural place by the river for a walk. This will increase your mental health. And then I talk about having a shower, but have a meditative bath once a week. When I say meditative bath, what does that mean? Meditative bath is soaking yourself into warm water with your favorite essence, oils, and if you can, light some candles around and put some rose petals. Treat yourself like the royals do, like the kings and queens used to do in the olden days. Treat yourself as a king or a queen or a princess, and you are, believe me, you are the princess of your kingdom. You are the queen of your kingdom. You are the king of your kingdom. You don't have to own Windsor Castle to be a queen. You don't have to own Buckingham Palace to be a queen. You are a born queen. You are a born king. You are a born prince. You are a born princess. So treat yourself as royalty every single day. When you wake up in the morning, treat yourself as His Highness or Her Highness, Her Majesty. You are unique. You are one out of millions that came to this earth. You know what I mean? So now this is all about mind and body in brief. If you want to discuss, you can drop me a message and then we can have a detailed chat about any of the things that are not clear to you. Now I'm going to talk about soul because the picture I shared with you yesterday, it had that element, one element say soul, then body, and then mind. But I'm going to say soul is got nothing to do with your stress. It has got nothing to do with your body, and it has got nothing to do with your mind. Soul is, according to my understanding and what I have found out till my journey, spiritual journey till today, soul is something that never dies. It is beyond your body and beyond your mind. It is omnipresent. So we can't talk about it. I think we can only experience it, and we can only experience this when we start a journey inwards because outer world we can't find it. It it is there, but it is not there. So you have to travel inside you to find or to experience soul. What has happened in 21st century or in the last few centuries is that we have broken our connection with the soul. So we need to rediscover this connection. I would make a big statement here. If you want to have a happy, blissful, ecstatic life forever, every single moment of your life, if you want it to be happy, blissful, you have to establish this connection with your soul. Without that, there will be ups and downs. With meditation, you can reach that state, but when you start meditating, or what we have mentioned till now, then the graph will be like, then little bit, and then it will be easy recovery. If you have a dip, then you can recover easily. But your connection with the soul can give you permanent, unwavering, unbroken happiness, blissfulness. So that's about soul. I'm not gonna, because soul is I think really sensitive matter. It's different and personal to everybody. That's my belief, right? If you want to discuss about it, you can drop me a message, and I'm happy to chat with you or talk to you about your experiences and my share my experience about it. Now, the other three things, the stress relievers that I'm going to talk about before we conclude this video. One is digital detox. Like I mentioned, these devices are helpful. I'm on the laptop at the moment. These are helpful when used in a particular way, when we are disciplined with them. But if we don't have discipline around them, then they can overtake our life and we can become slaves to them. Like we have got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, so many things. And we come off one thing and then go into other thing, and we spend hours without even realizing, and then we don't have time to do the important things which we want to do. So digital detox is very important. You are not working for 999 that you have to answer every single call. Especially the relationship are breaking because we are taking these devices to the dinner table, even we are watching movie as a family or as a group of friends. We're still on the phone. We're going out for dinner. We are on the phones. Are these phones that important? Are they important than the person sitting next to you or sitting next with you? We need to discipline ourselves around our devices. Otherwise, we can't get rid of stress from our lives. So that's one thing. Then, otherwise, read a book. When I say read a book, I mean a quality, good quality book. And if you ask me what to read, Then one book I will say is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And then the second one is Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So these are the two books that I think every person should read to get a prospect about life and the circumstances. When we talk about we have a tough life, when you read Man's Search for Meaning, you will see your problems are nothing compared to the problem faced by the people in the Holocaust in those gas chambers. So read a good book. And the last but not the least, have a creative hobby. Because when you do something that you love and when you're at your best, then your right brain is more active. And then you start establishing a equilibrium between both hemisphere of your brain. Because if you're right-handed, your left brain is working more. You are like logical or emotionally. And if you're left-handed, then you are just more creative. And so try to create a balance, create a hobby that, and it is one of those 9 boxes I shared with you yesterday of the whole life chapter. So these are simple things. Most of the things are from yesterday's video, which we talk about hobby, relationship. So when we digital detox, we can have better relationship with our family, with our friends. Because now, when I look at when I talk to people and people come to me, they will have like even some of the celebrities I've coached. They had like millions of followers. They have like so many friends, but in reality, they can't even trust somebody. They can't talk. They can't share their genuine, real feelings, how they feel to anybody. There's nobody. So, what's the point of having so many friends in life if you can't share your feelings? So, let's work together. I'm here to help. There's so many coaches who are helping, who are out there ready to help you to kick stress out of your life. You can ping me if you need help. You can, I'm just phone call away or a message away because stress is going to be a global pandemic in coming decade. In this decade, so sorry, I'm not talking. We enter 2021 anyway. So by end of this decade, it's going to be one of the major problem that the medical sciences won't be able to handle. Health services are going to fail addressing these issues. So the alternate is mindfulness, meditation, and awareness about your mental health. Because once you are aware about it, then you can deal with it. The starting point is being aware that is affecting your life, it's affecting your health, it's affecting your relationship, it's affecting your work. So we need to be aware ourselves and aware people around us. So with this note, I would take I would say goodbye and try to work on these stress relievers. At least add a few, maybe deep breathing, whatever you like. You don't have to do everything at one go, just one at a time. Deep breathing, meditation. Now, if we look at it, meditation and alone time from yesterday's video, they can be interrelated. You can interrelate to them. So everything is overlapping. So tomorrow I'm going to talk more about stress, how it enters your body and how it affects your body. I'm going to talk about physical damages stress do to your body. So have a lovely evening. Goodbye for now. See you tomorrow. Thank you.